Hello, my name is Lester Jones, and I'm here to interview Mr. Brian Jones, who's Executive Director of the Hoop Foundation. There's a Million Father March coming up, and we'd like to know a little bit more about that. Hello, Brian.
Hi, how you doing today?
And by the way, this is my son. What is the Million Father March?
The Million Father March, to me, is fathers getting together and showing quality relationship with their children. We want them to have a commitment. We want to make sure that they're getting healthy food. We want to make sure that they're getting all their grades, support at the schools as well. So it's really a commitment that fathers are going to be showing to support.
What organizations are involved in this Million Father March?
This year, we really have reached out to a lot of the counties in Los Angeles. We've reached out to the Department of Children and Family Services regarding the policies with fathers getting connected with their children. Also the Department of Mental Health. We've reached out to them regarding the anxiety that fathers have when they're not with their children, as well as the depression that comes when fathers are not with their children. We also know the statistics that show when children are not with a father in their house, with their father, there's a lot of negative statistics that come up. So we've also hooked up with some community organizations that are real local. We're here at Chuco's, which is one of those organizations we hope to have a presentation from. And Chuco's helps out with after-school programming for youth that have had some incarceration. So if they still want their credits, that organization, Chuco's Free LA High School, helps them out. City Lights is another organization that helps out with health. They will be the ones that will be doing our resource fair this year. City Lights organization has been in the Inglewood area for some time now, and so we'll be partnering with them to bring a lot of immunizations to the youth. We'll be having prostate checks for the fathers and different resources from the community. Our outreach is really to fathers. You know, that's the main thing that we want to show a support, but we know that some mothers are standing in the role of fathers. So what we have at this event are resources. We'll have resources that the presenters will talk about anger management for their child. So mothers will still be able to benefit from this event. And it's not just for fathers, but it is for all parents, so the parent engagement piece, and we have several other presenters that will be talking about signs if your child is a gang member, different programs, Take a Pic, Save a Life, will be, family photos, so we'll be encouraging the mother to come out as well.
Okay. What is your overall goal? At the end of the day, what would you like for this program, this march to really do for the community?
I'm really glad you asked, because there would be no cake without the mix. Really what we've been putting into this is for several of the organizers and partners to come back and work with us on father support groups. We really are looking to engage those schools in the districts to have a male support group, where I have been a Project Fatherhood facilitator for some years now, and one of the events and one of the programs that we do are support groups, and this really helps the fathers to see these resources to come into place every day, because just at the event they would know about the resources, but they may not need them at that point. But a ongoing facility, a father's club, other daddy-daughters dances we want to provide, and these are ongoing events that we want to help sustain the fathers throughout the year.
One of the great things I heard this year is about the teen fathers. What are you doing in focusing on teen fathers, which is an area that most people don't really take a lot of attention to?
Well, yeah, one of the partners that we've reached out to this year is the Los Angeles County Probation Department. And what they shared with us during their meeting was that one of the most stolen items is baby diapers. So what we're going to be doing this year is we're going to be handing out baby diapers. We've got the the county probation department going to be coming out with some of their males fathers and going to be passing out baby diapers, as well as we're really reaching out to that population through churches and different congregations locally to see if there are fathers that are in need. We definitely know that fathers love their children. That's the plus. But how to provide those resources is always a challenge. And so those are what we want to have at that resource booths that we'll be having there, as well as presenters talking about those resources.
Do you plan to work with the schools after this event in terms of promotion of this event as a single thing, but what about as an ongoing policy?
Well, we really would like to. However, sometimes the curriculum, it costs to, just put the curriculum together, those instructors that are going out. So we're looking for sponsors for this event, for this program, for this project, and for those sessions. We definitely have been engaging with the County Department of Mental Health for funding and different agencies for funding. However, with so many budget cuts, it's really difficult for us to sustain it. So we're hoping that there are sponsors and there are individuals that can step forward to help us sustain this project. So
you could use funding?
Absolutely.
So if anyone wanted to give to this project and or your program, they would be able to give it to
Hoop Foundation, which is the holistic offerings and opportunity for people. And you can find that at www.hoopfoundation.org. And there's a donation page on there. It also talks about the Million Father March and some of the other programs that we do, Holistic Offerings and Opportunity. It is a mentorship program. Of course, the Hoop stands for the basketball. So we have a basketball team. We draw the youth in and mentor them through basketball, talk about life skills. And we also have tutors that come out and support our program. So we really would like to, we are a nonprofit organization. We have our 501c. So we really can benefit from sponsors, from supporters and donors.
Now we're doing this in Inglewood. Are they doing other Million Father Marches or standing alone?
Absolutely. The Million Father March, it was created back in Chicago, Illinois by the Black Star Project and Dr. Philip Jackson, which actually last year, 2 years ago, we brought Dr. Jackson out here to be a part of our Los Angeles Million Father March, but we labeled it the Los Angeles Million Father March because it is a national event. It's actually happening everywhere in different nations. Ghana is one of them that picked it up. There's over 500, I think it's about this year, about 600 cities have signed up to do a Million Father March.
So this is a real march. It's just not a name. They will have to watch. About how long is the distance one would probably march?
We're looking at about a little bit over a mile in the distance that we're going to be marching, and we'll be marching actually on the street. We're not going to break any laws, so we won't have anything blocked off. We won't need the police to escort us because we'll be obeying all the laws, walking up the street. But we're going to take the Manchester route, and we'll go by Crenshaw, and we'll be coming back down to Prairie by the fabulous Forum and their new setup. And so then we'll be coming up back by the cemetery where we've buried many of our children, and so the fathers will get an opportunity to communicate with each other and meet new faces while we're doing that walk.
Great. Well, Brian, thank you very much for the information. We appreciate it, and we look forward to having anyone who would be willing to support and attend.
Saturday, September the 27th, right there at Animo Inglewood High School. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.